I know we're kind of heading towards the end of summer, but it's still very warm, and I think we're in the middle of summer. I don't know, but I want to give you guys my top 5 summer fragrances for this year. So let's dive into this. I'm Jeno, you're watching CxScents. Thank you guys for tuning in today. As I said, I'm gonna show you my top 5 fragrances for this summer. Let's start off with the first one. By the way, these are not ranked, but my favorite one will be the last one that I show you. So don't skip ahead, it is worth it. The first one I want to talk about is this guy right here. Aqua Di Profondo. I got it like 1.5–2 months ago, and look at the dent that I've put in. It is a lot, and I really enjoy this fragrance. It is casual, it is like fresh, marine-like. It has that Aqua Di DNA, but amped up. I think this one is a EDP concentration. Yeah, it is. It is an eau de parfum. I got this little 40 ml, which I kind of thought was plenty, but I think if this goes on, like I'm gonna be wearing this one a lot, and I think I'm gonna drain this bottle. And yeah, performance is really good. I get like 8 hours of it, of longevity, with decent projection, strong projection at first, but then over the lifetime of the fragrance, it gets kind of moderate. And this is definitely a fragrance that you can't go wrong with. Like, there isn't a single person that says, oh, you stink while you wear this one. There may be a lot of person that won't care for it because you just smell nice, clean and fresh, but at least you won't smell bad with this. And there will be the occasional, like, oh, you smell really good. Like, not a big compliment, but the occasional small little compliment you will get with this one. So yeah, the first one, Aqua Di Profondo. Up next is a fragrance that I took with me on my vacation, and this is Montblanc Explorer. I love this stuff. I love this. This is just the Aventus DNA, but it loses all the deep elements. It is just fresh, fruity and musky. That's what you get with this. Like pineapple fruitiness and clean musks. It just really good for the high heat. You smell, as I said, you smell fresh, clean, and that fruitiness adds a lot to it. That fruitiness will get you the compliments with this one. This is really liked. Like almost every single person that smelled this on me and talked to me about my scent that I wore, which was this, liked it. They liked it. This is just a compliment magnet. I didn't knew it was that good, but in the heat, in the summer, this one is insane. Like, for gathering that kind of compliments. But don't get me wrong, it's not only the scent. You yourself have to be presentable. You have to look nice, maybe get a decent haircut, which I need too, by the way. But overall, if you're like a good dressed, well-dressed person, you have like good vibes, and you wear something like this, it will definitely get you some attention at least. The performance on this one, I get like 6 to 7 hours of longevity with moderate projection, which is alright. It's not a beast mode at all, like a beast mode fragrance at all, but it does its job and it lasts a good time, at least for a summer fragrance. If summer fragrance lasts me 6 hours, it is pretty good performer in my opinion. So yeah, that was Montblanc Explorer. Next up we have a cheapie, a very, very solid cheapie. This is actually my favorite of the Cool Water line. It is called Cool Water Wave, and that bottle is half gone. I mean, if I run out of this is like, I think this is 75 ml, yeah, 75 ml. If I run out of this, I will get a 200 ml, because the 200 ml will run you like 20 bucks. For 200 milliliters of this juice. It is just insane. I love this stuff. It is very, I think it's compared to like Invictus Aqua, but this one has a lot less bubblegum sweetness. There's still some sweetness in it, but it has more salty, aquatic freshness, and it just smells, what the fuck was that spray? That's the right spray. It smells so good. You smell fresh, clean, aquatic, marine-like, salty, And you have that slight sweetness in the background, which just helps to elevate that compliment factor. A lot of people like sweet scents, and if you put that sweetness together with all those marine-like aquatic notes, then you'll get something like this that will give you definitely a good vibe. And this is a fragrance out of this list, if it's really, really, really hot, I mean like 35 to 40 degrees Celsius, then I would reach for this than any else in this list. Damn, I struggled to say that sentence. Performance on this one, it's okay. I get like 4 to 6 hours. It depends on the day. Like if it's really, really hot, like I mean hot, I get around that 4, maybe 5-ish hour mark. If it's moderately hot, I get more around that 6-hour mark. The projection in the first hour is really strong. After that it sits a bit closer to the skin, but it does its job perfectly. And as I said, you can get 200 mils for like 20 bucks, which is just insane, and I'm gonna get that one day. I don't think I will run out of this summer, but by next summer, I'm gonna get that 200 ml because I know this one will be low, really low at that point. Next up is a fragrance that I took to my vacation as well as the Montblanc Explorer. And this is like described as a lemon cake kind of fragrance. And I kind of agree. It is Allure Homme Edition Blanche by Chanel. This fragrance is, I mean, I love Chanel. Chanel is one of the best designer brands. It's more like high-end designer when it comes to fragrances. I love the Bleu de Chanel line. I love some of their private blend stuff. But this one is perfect for summer. It is really, really lemony, a bit creamy. It's not like a typical gourmand, like not a gourmand that you would expect. The most gourmands are like heavy, deep stuff that you wear in the winter, but this is like a fresh and zingy type of gourmand fragrance for the summer. The lemon in here is just different. It's really different. It's very zesty. It's a very good fragrance for the summertime. And I think it's an EDP concentration. Yep, it says EDP right here. And I love this stuff. The performance is alright. I get like 6 hours out of this one, which is okay. As I said, 6 hours is a good performer in my opinion when it comes to summer scents. Projection is moderate. Not too strong, not too weak, it's okay, it's really good, and the scent quality is just up there. So definitely one of my recommendations, Allure Homme Edition Blanche by Chanel. Last but not least, a fragrance that I acquired like a month ago, and it has become one of my favorite fragrances and one of my most complimented fragrances of all time in an instant. Like almost every time I wore this fragrance, someone told me how good it smells. And I'm talking about, it is pretty expensive, it is a niche fragrance. It is Gentle Fluidity Silver by MFK. This stuff is just beautiful, this is magical. Slightly green, very juicy, very like, I think there's juniper, that juniper juiciness with some green elements. It is fresh, it is like clean. For that type of DNA, I did not expect the performance on this one. This lasts and lasts easily 10 hours minimum, even longer on clothes. I don't know what the concentration is. I think, yeah, it's an EDP concentration, but it lasts a really long time. If you smell that DNA, you wouldn't think that it would last that long or would be a good performer like that. But on my skin it is. It's a really good performer. And as I said, it gets you compliments left, right and center. So that's how good this fragrance is. Well, to come back to the scent, there is some like kinda a bit of spiciness in there, but that's combined with the greenness that is in here, and that is just like helping to support that whole blend in general. This is a perfectly blended fragrance, one of the highest qualities in a fresh scent that you will ever smell. And in the dry down it's getting more like woody, somewhat sweet vanilla-y, but overall a perfect scent for the summer. And to be honest, you can wear it year round if you wanted to, but it works just perfect in the summer. So my favorite fragrance, my favorite summer fragrance, MFK's Gentle Fluidity Silver. So that was it. That was my top 5 fragrances for this summer. Let me know down in the comments, what is your favorite fragrance to wear in the summer? I'm really interested in that. And did you already got any compliments for it? Let me know down in the comments. Otherwise, check out my Instagram under this handle or the link down in the description. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please leave a like, consider subscribing, all of that good stuff. I've been Jeno, you've been fantastic as always. See you in the next video. Goodbye.